What about what will bring the end of mankind? I don't know, but there's a lot of possibilities. Global warming and things like that, yes, it might lead to our demise, but probably not that quickly. It could be a lot of other reasons. We are very prone to fall prey to microbes. They are out there for getting us. And they've been out there all the time. And you don't know, maybe some avian flu or an asteroid hitting us, or a massive, huge volcanic explosion could wipe out human existence. We are not very stable for survival as, for example, sponges would be, as, for example, a cockroach would be. We don't know. Or it could be a nuclear holocaust, or it could be, there's many things out there that will wipe us out easily. But it doesn't make me nervous. It doesn't matter whether it happens in 2,000 years or 20,000 years or 250,000 years. It is going to happen. I'm totally convinced of that, and most of the scientists agree, and they actually talk about it very candidly. And none of them seems to be really nervous about it. We have to understand it, and we have to take it as it is. All the way back, yeah.
I have a question about seal noises.
Can you speak up a little bit?
The noises from the seals, you know, when everyone's listening to the ice, and you have all these, the seals making noises under the water. I was wondering if you had, like, layered a bunch of sounds and what kind of effects you had done to it, or if that was just a straight recording.
No, we didn't change anything from... we took the recordings by Douglas Quinn as it was. However, there was something like at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's just condensed. And he gave it to us. It's hard to say, actually. I myself didn't understand how layered it was, but I think it's pretty much a natural recording. It's essentially, I mean, it's definitely not processed. How much layered it is, I couldn't really say. But I think it's just, this is what he recorded over a period of time, and he condensed it, essentially.
But we didn't layer it, and we didn't touch it, process it at all. It was as it was, and we had something like 15 or 20 minutes of these sound events, and we took the most fascinating pieces, and some pieces that would somehow dip down naturally while I was recording, while the scientists are talking. And the moment they have their ear on the ice, that's where it really blossoms. But we kept it as it was. Of course, the scientists who are listening with their ears on the ice are staged. And everything in position, bodily position of them was perfectly marked and timed and organized, like in a feature film, maybe even more precise than that. And it happened so that we had, with the two men were a little bit clumsy in the background, and the young lady who is the scientist out there, she said, no, I'm going to stay, you organize the other guys. And until we had it all done, her ear had frozen on the ice. And we had a very hard time to get her off it. So, but she was very brave and soldiered it. Yes.
First, I just wanted to say I'm a really big fan, and I wanted to thank you for a lot of the commentaries that you do on DVDs. I find them almost universally just as interesting and fascinating and mesmerizing as the films. And my question is, do you have a preference between doing documentaries versus feature films? Is there a preference for you?
No, they're all movies, and all my so-called documentaries are feature films in disguise anyway. So I don't care. I love what I do, and it comes as it comes. Encounters at the End of the World came as a surprise, although I had planned and I had wished to go there to Antarctica, but I would have traveled to Antarctica even without a camera. Let's say they had invited me and they told me, you're not allowed with a camera, you're only allowed as a writer. I would have accepted it just out of curiosity. And of course, I wish I could ever make it under the ice myself, but of course, no chance. I need at least 6 years of highly professional service as a diver, and it's beyond me, and I will never do it, and I have to entrust this task to others who are better and more experienced. Yes.
I have a question about something that I've seen in a lot of your films, but it really does get overlooked a lot, is the humor. And I mean, I think this film is extremely funny. But it's all through your work also, even like a serious film like Heart of Glass. I mean, has stuff in it that is really funny. And my question is, do you feel any kind of personal sense of transcendence over some of these dark themes about, for instance, the end of the world? It seems as if, in a way, maybe that might kind of give you the last laugh in a way, the sense of, yes, everything's going to hell, but, there's still this kind of irreverence, this kind of ability to kind of poke fun at this, and I think it's something that just gets really overlooked a lot in your work.
I think I'm fortified with enough philosophy to be funny once in a while. And I think I'm fortified with enough despair once in a while to become funny. So, yeah, and the real funniest of funny movies we just finished.
It's dark comedy.
It's so dark, it makes you laugh. If there's ever been a badass movie, that's gonna be the one, and it's so dark that I know it's gonna be very funny and people laugh.
Oh yes, it's hilarious. But you're laughing while you're cringing, hopefully.
Yeah. And there are moments in the film where we know there will be laughter, and I time the dialogue like Billy Wilder would do it in Some Like It Hot. Towards the end when John Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. And Tony Curtis is a man now, and Jack Lemmon is on the bed with his marimbas, and he's asking, why do you want to marry and I said, I'm a girl, and bang, bang, bang with the marimbas, because you have so much laughter that it would drown out the next line of dialogue. And then after 5 seconds of playing the marimbas, the next question comes, and why do you want to marry a guy? Yes, for security. And he shakes the marimbas. So otherwise, if you have one line after the other, you would not understand the next punchline. It would be drowned out by the laughter of the audience. And in The Bad Lieutenant, or Badass Lieutenant, or whatever it's going to be, there are such moments where it's going so wild, that I know audiences are going to laugh, and we organized some sort of a short hiatus, at least of 2, 3, 4 seconds, until the laughter trickles down, and you would understand the next line.
The laughter or the horror, whichever one.
Yes, it's never really, it's not like a comedy, but it's so dark, it's so excessively dark that it makes you cringe and laugh.